Welcome to your Riixo Quad+Hamstring cuffs, the 3-in-1 wearable recovery solution. Our compression, ice and heat technology is proving to deliver significantly less soreness and a recovery edge that will power your next performance. The Quad+Hamstring cuff combines an optimum level of compression with targeted ice or heat therapy. Compression, ice and heat can boost recovery when used independently, but when used together in harmony, the impact is amplified. It's a case of 2 + 2 = 5. Your recovery cuffs can be used in the vast majority of sports settings. They're not bulky, there's no wires or battery. And when used after intense exercise, they've been shown to reduce muscle soreness by 40% and provide a recovery advantage in excess of 24 hours. A huge boost if you're in competition, increasing your training load or maintaining a high training volume. Wear your recovery cuffs on the sofa or on the go, on your way home from training, on your commute or in meetings. Your Riixo recovery doesn't compete with life's other priorities. When you pull the cuffs on, you'll feel an intense, compressive, localized icing as the cuff gets to work, triggering the desired physiological response. After a short while, your perception of the cold will diminish. Lab results show it takes up to 60 minutes for your muscle temperatures to return to baseline when wearing the cuff. Riixo recovery cuffs enable icing and movement, and if you're able to move a little whilst wearing the cuffs, all the better. You'll stimulate blood flow that will remove waste metabolites from exercise and bring regenerative nutrients to the muscle. To use cold, put the whole cuff in the freezer. In fact, you can store them there if you wish, or depending on your freezer setting, they'll be cold enough to use in just 2 hours. To heat, put the whole cuff into your microwave. Start by warming for 15 seconds and increase in 5-second increments until you find a comfortable temperature. Before wearing, always check the temperature of the cuff is not too hot by inserting your arm into the cuff. For most people, the optimal compression for recovery feels tighter than they're familiar with. That's by design. To aid recovery, the cuffs must apply an optimal level of compression that is snug and graduated. To pull on your cuffs, step into them. Pull them as high up your leg as possible. The silicone grip will hold them in place while you fix the straps, which also helps secure the cuffs in place. The recovery cuff gel is optimized to the anatomy of these hard-working muscle groups and is typically worn with the seam on the outside of the leg, but it can be rotated to allow you to target a precise area should you need to. Designed in the UK, initially for a military need and made in a world-class German facility, they've been described as game-changing. Every production run is batch tested to ensure performance, use after use, session after session, game after game. Recovery without compromise. Riixo, don't ever stop.